So the infamous two people working together, they take this long. How long would it take this person working alone? Or this person is this fast and this person is this fast. How long does it take them working together? Or working together, if this person starts 3 minutes before the other person, there's all sorts of flavors or variations of these kinds of questions. Here's a pretty basic one. And so this hopefully will give you a foundation to where you can maybe kind of build on top of it and take a look at some of the trickier ones. But really, all of these require you to think in terms of a rate. So Arturo builds a fence in 10 hours. So what I want you to think about is, what's Arturo's rate? Arturo, the rate is 1/10 of a fence per hour. Fence per hour. So think about the rate. What is sun's rate? Well, let X represent the number of hours that sun requires to build a fence. Okay. So if X can paint it in or can build it in X hours, then how much can sun do per hour? So if it takes sun X hours, like maybe X is 5. So then how much could sun do per hour? If sun could do it in 5 hours, sun could do 1/5 of the fence per hour. So if it takes X hours, it's 1/X fences per hour. That's like the key. That's the basic way to kind of get to a point where you will be successful with these problems. Is think about it in terms of a rate. So sun does 1/x of a fence per hour. Fence per hour. Okay. And together, working together, it takes 6 hours. So let me draw a quick little picture. So here is the completed fence, and working together, it takes 6 hours. Well, then how much of the fence did Arturo do? If he can do it by himself in 10 hours, working for 6 hours, the first hour that Arturo worked, he did 1/10 of the fence. 1/10. The next hour he worked, he did 1/10 of the fence. Get the idea? The next hour. So he worked for 6 hours. He did 6/10 of the fence, 3/5 of the fence. So 6/10 is how much Arturo did. So how much of the fence did sun do? Well, together they did a whole fence. So sun must have done 4/10 of the fence, or 2/5. That's how much sun did. Okay. Well, sun works at this rate, 1/X times, so that's how many fences per hour, times 6 hours, right? So that equals 2/5 of the fence. This is how many fences per hour. So fences per hour times hours will end up giving us how much of a fence. So using that dimensional analysis to kind of help. Okay, well, then we get 6/X equals 2/5. At this point, just like all the other rational ones we had to do. And actually, this is more proportional thinking from earlier years of math. So 30 equals 2x, 30 equals 2x, x equals 15. Does that make sense? Ask yourself, is that reasonable if it takes Arturo 10 hours by himself and Arturo did more of the fence? Arturo works faster, sun works slower. Does it make sense that it takes sun 15 hours on his or her own? I think so. Yeah, it makes sense to me. Okay, so if you can draw a picture, it'll make a lot more sense too. But the key is turn this information into a rate. And then fences per hour times hour, or lawns per hour, or whatever it is per hour. Now, if they worked for a different amount of time, then that's where I make a change to this value. So maybe Arturo worked for 6 hours and sun worked less, fewer hours. So then we can add a variable to the time. There's all kinds of different flavors of ways that this question can be asked. But I wish you luck with these. These were the bane of my existence when I was a high school student. So good luck with them.